Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Two Aussie Thrifters. It is time for what's sold in May. BOLO versus NOLO edition. So let's get straight into it. Thanks for coming along. Those new to our channel, my name's Brad.
I am Jazz. And
together we are Two Aussie Thrifters, and every month we do a what sold video, BOLO versus NOLO edition. So be on the lookout versus not on the lookout for all those people that don't understand the acronym. That's what it is, BOLOs versus NOLOs. So we've got 15 BOLOs and 5 NOLOs for the month of May. A pretty good month, so let's get straight into those.
Alrighty. First item that we're going to show you is actually a lot of Wizard of Oz Barbie dolls. They were in their boxes. We bought these from a collector when we bought his entire collection, so we've estimated our cost of goods at $30. We sold them eventually after a long time for $250, and we made $162.50 profit.
That's an awesome sale. We had them sitting there for quite a while.
Yeah.
We had to list them quite high and we took an offer for $250, but still made some really good profit.
Our highest watched item.
The next item was this Nintendo Game Boy in original box. This wasn't from the bulk deal that we just completed. This was from an earlier deal that we did. Cost of goods was 20 bucks on that one. We sold it for 150. So after all fees and shipping, we made $95.65.
I wanted to keep it. We picked up this Nordica Team USA duck down jacket actually for a charity auction we bought it in. When it arrived, it didn't really suit Brad, so we've sold it for $100, and we estimate our cost of goods at about $50 because there were a few other things in that lot as well. So we made about $22.15, but that cost of goods went to a charity, so
good cause.
Happy for that.
We sold this pair of R.M. Williams moleskins new with tags, so we did pick this up in part of the bulk R.M. Williams deal, the first lot, so we paid
one of them
$25 for those. We sold them for $140, so after all fees and shipping we made $83.95.
All right. These are beautiful. We sold these Dr. Martens grey boots. They were like really soft leather. We paid up for those. We paid $55 in the op shop, but we sold them for $120. So we made $36.90, and the girl who bought those was really, really happy with them.
Yeah, they were a nice pair of Dr. Martens. I would have liked to get a little bit more for them, but we know we can flip Dr. Martens pretty quick.
Yep, in and out.
This next time was a nice little pickup that I picked up from Savers, I think it was. Paid $16 for this vintage Puma zip-up track jacket. Pretty awesome piece that I found. $16 and sold it for $79. So after all fees and shipping, we made $44.23.
Beautiful.
Very nice vintage piece.
This Frank the Bunny from Donnie Darko was also from the same collector who had the Barbie dolls. We estimate that we paid about $20 for that one, and we sold it for $100, so we made $52. Now that one was in the box, but it wasn't technically new. He had taken it out and displayed it on his shelf. So if you ever see this brand new in the box, grab it, because collectors really love this.
Definitely. The next item was this nice pair of Walden Miller black leather motorcycle pants.
Love them.
We paid $14 for those and sold them for $120. So yeah, after all fees and shipping, we made $77.55. So if you ever see like motorbike leathers out there, do some comps, because there's some really good brands out there that sell for really good money.
Yeah, Walden Miller is a great one. I love this next item.
This is cool.
This is a vintage Tonka truck. It was pressed steel, and just from looking up comps on eBay, I found that it was from around the mid-60s. We found this in our shed. It had been stored away from a purchase we did a year ago, where we purchased a whole shed full of things. This one just didn't get listed for ages, but when we finally listed it, it sold overnight for $80. I took a best offer. So we made about $51.75 because we estimate our cost of goods for that one at
$5.
$5. I can do maths.
The next item was this Jareth the Goblin King NECA figurine from Labyrinth, the 12-inch in box. Again, that was part of that bulk haul that we did.
Same collector, it's all moving.
So we listed a lot of this stuff quite high, and then absolutely brought it back down to the market. Again, we would have paid about $5 per piece on that. Yeah. And we sold that one for $159.95. So great sale there, $116.16 profit.
Was that one buy it now or auction?
Buy it now, I think it was. Yep.
We have tried it on auction before, so that's interesting. This next item or items. Yeah. This is also from the things we had stored in our shed from the shed we had purchased. This had 14 complete potato heads by the time I put them all together, plus a massive bag of spare pieces. It was a pain in the butt, but our cost of goods was around $5, and we sold this really quickly within a few days for $166. So we made about $122.40 on these potato heads.
And they paid shipping on that as well. So that's where the 166 comes from. Was I think it was 149 plus 17 posts.
Inclusive of shipping, 166.
The next item we actually picked up at a Savers again. It was these TIAC black cassette tapes. They were a pack of 10. The box had been opened, but the contents inside was still sealed, which was awesome. I picked these up for $8 and we sold them for 65 bucks. Pretty quickly, so we made $40.05 after all fees and shipping. So if you see blank cassettes out there, do some comps, because some of them go for really good money. If you can get I think they're like the metal ones, they're a lot more expensive again. So keep an eye out for those when you're out in the op shops.
That was a really good find. We sold a bundle of a couple of pairs of the brand new Tags RM Williams Ramco jeans that you probably see us talk about a lot. These are still selling. Going into winter, they do pick up quite a bit as well. Our cost of goods on that set was $20 and we sold them for $140, so we made $86.95 on that.
That's a nice sale. They are sort of starting to pick up and turn over, so I'm very happy with that. The next item we probably should have kept for ourselves, considering we've just invested in a dyno, but we picked up this Brother QL 1050 thermal label printer back when we did the ink haul, and we didn't list it until recently because it was sort of tucked away in our death pile. We sold this for $299.95. Now we put cost of goods down for this as $10, as that was a huge bulk buy. Cost of goods per item was lower than that. But we'll put $10 down, so we made $230.96. So that's probably our biggest profit for the month, and nice to get it out the door, get some money back.
It's not an item that we've ever found just in like an op shop or at a garage sale, but if you ever do see things like this going cheap, maybe online or in retail, then it is something that you can flip. Or
like a business closing down, maybe, something like that.
Which is how we got it. FUBU, Brad's favourite, FUBU men's fleece spell out zip up jumper. These are vintage and they're really cool streetwear. We picked this one up for about $12, which is kind of what we usually pick up FUBU for. Sold it for $85 and we made $49.10.
That's the second FUBU in very similar that we sold for that same sort of price. So
yeah, and often when people buy it, they send us a message as well saying, do you have any others?
So they seem to be a pretty hot item. So if you find some vintage FUBU jackets out there, jump all over them, because that was a nice profit.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is 15 bolos, 15 items that you can be on the lookout for when you're sourcing.
Now, things we'd love to sell again.
Now we're going to head into the NOLO. So we're not on the lookout for these items anymore. Most of this stuff we pick up when we do bulk purchases. So when you do bulk buys, you're going to get a lot of really good items, and you're probably going to get some lower end items
that fillers
you're just going to make your money back on. So we've got a good example here. We picked up this Juice EX PS4 game for $5. We sold it for $9.95. So after all fees and shipping, we just shipped it in a normal envelope with 3 stamps because it was over 125 grams. We made a whopping 36 cents.
Woo!
Slow down, we can retire now.
So we probably should have loaded that up with some other games, really.
Yeah, that was just a filler game. But it's gone. We made 36 cents.
We also sold Boiler Room.
DVD, that one.
Cost of goods around 33 cents on this one. Sold it for $9, and we would have shipped it the same way untracked and made about $4.20.
So in terms of ROI, that's quite good. That's a really good ROI, but for the time invested in that item, for us, it doesn't really suit our model. There's some people that that sort of profit will suit them, because they're doing it in a lot higher numbers.
Quantities.
But for us, we don't have 100,000 DVDs or anything like that. So it's not really worth us picking that item up.
As a one-off sale?
Yeah.
Probably not again.
The next item again we picked up from in part of bulk lot, Final Fantasy X11-2 PS3 games. PS3 games is a very hard market to master. I think it's sort of that in-between sort of collectible PS2, PS1
it's like
and
not
current.
Quite super cool.
Yeah. So we paid $2 for this, sold it for $13.99. We did make $6.87 on that, so that's okay. But our model we're trying to shoot for 25 plus dollars profit per item. So these little filler ones would have come with a lot of really good stuff that we probably did sell for over 25 bucks profit, but if we were to see this in a thrift store, we'd probably leave it.
It'll be interesting to see if PS3 becomes nostalgic or if it'll always just be that middle child.
It's kind of a weird one, isn't it?
We sold a book called Collective Wisdom. We still have a few of these kind of non-fiction but not textbooks.
Like self-help almost.
Yeah, sitting around. They seem to take a long time. They've been pretty long tail for us. So we probably only paid $1 for this book, and we sold it for $18.95. So we made $6.99 profit, but it just took a really long time. And there could be something better on that shelf space. Yeah,
and you can tell by the photos how old that has been sitting there. They're absolute rubbish photos. Back when I was doing photos before Jazzy jumped on board.
That might have been me actually.
So it's just not worth our time for that book to sit there for 6 to 12 months and only make it $6.99, where we could have potentially used that space and that money for something that's going to turn a lot quicker.
Yeah, I'd prefer to, if I'm picking up books, to pick up books that I know that are required for students, that they have been told you have to go and buy this.
Yeah, definitely. The last NOLO was this Burberry silk tie, and I'm a bit surprised at this one. Because Burberry is a good brand, silk is a good, silk is a good material to find ties in. This one was pretty plain, which is probably why it sat for quite a long time. Bought it for $2, sold it for 20. So we made $6.90. So again, a lower end profit, just not worth our time, sat there for too long. So that's part of our consideration when we're talking about NOLOs, is yes, we made money on this. However, there are better items that we could be picking up and making more money on. So that is 15 BOLOs, 5 NOLOs for the month of May. We've had a very good month, so we'll jump into our overall sales and how many sales and ASP and all that sort of stuff. You guys always like to see that. So before we go into this, obviously there's a few factors that we need to consider. So obviously COVID has really helped sales across a lot of people's stores because people are at home, they're buying a lot of stuff. We did get that massive bulk lot of video games just before the end of the month.
Yeah.
So that's probably pumped up our sales a little bit. But we have been listing quite regularly. We have been pretty consistent, playing around with promoted listings and trying some stuff. So we're definitely, there's definitely some of our effort and definitely a bit of natural luck that's come involved with that. So for the whole month of May, we made $17,723.91.
Our biggest month yet?
I believe that is our biggest month by almost $2,000.
Wow.
So that is a great month for us. We sold 367 items. So that's an average of just over 10 a day, 12 a day, I think. 12 a day, which is nice. And we had an average sale price of $48.29. So I think we're up a couple dollars on last month, which is nice considering we just got this bulk lot in. A lot of that's turning for, you know, 20 to 50. So $48.29 is a great average sale price. We like to keep it above 45, hopefully over 50. So.
Yeah, preferably over 50. We'll see if it creeps up again with the games or if it stays around the same.
So there's been a lot happening this month. Obviously we've started the $5 thrift challenge as well.
Yeah. That
is cruising along. We have some great great sales already on the leaderboard.
Some people have had a very, very quick turnover.
And obviously the bulk video game buy, if you guys haven't seen that video, I'll leave a link in the description for you guys to check that one out, because that was definitely our biggest buy ever, and we're going to be working on that for quite a while.
A very long while.
So leave us a comment below, what was your BOLO and what was your NOLO for the month. Let us know how your sales went, if you're up or down for the month of May. Smash that thumbs up for us, and if you guys haven't subscribed, please hit that subscribe button for us. We really appreciate it.
We do.
And we just want to thank you for joining us again on Towards You Thrifters, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.
See ya.